Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We are back today with another live stream as part of LC Online Lockdown. For those who didn't know about this or haven't tuned into any of our previous broadcasts, every week we've been having different teams around the college, and each week it's featured our careers team who've been doing presentations about things that can help you, particularly during lockdown, being productive around pursuing career options and finding ways to keep yourself motivated. So today we're actually dedicating this whole session to questions that we get asked regularly, particularly during the current situation, and also opening up questions throughout, really, to anyone who's viewing and wants to ask our team anything careers related. So please, as always, do send in your questions. Please get involved with the session, and our team's here to answer anything you want to know about careers. So please use this opportunity. But we have got questions that are being asked a lot at the moment that we thought we'd probably kick things off with, just to hopefully address things that people might be asking. So I think we'll start off with a few of those questions, but please do send in any comments, questions for the team, and we'll answer those in order for you. So first question we're going to start off with is, can I still apply for a course at Leicester College?
Yeah, I'll take this one. Yeah. Can I still apply for a course at Leicester College? Well, the answer is actually yes, you can. You can apply online via the Leicester College website. So if you go onto the website, which is Leicester College, which is www.leicestercollege.ac.uk, I think it's flashed on just below me. Once the college has your application, it will be processed, and you will hear from the college about what's going to happen next. So it's pretty straightforward, actually, but you've got to make sure, because it's done online, that you have an up-to-date email address and an up-to-date contact number, because the chances are you're going to get everything done through email. So that's your offer letter and any information that they may require as well. And you may want to ask questions as well.
Yeah, thanks for that, Safraz. I think that's a really important one to really start off with, because it's something that's getting asked a lot, and we want to really address things like applications and stuff. I will also say that there's going to be a session this afternoon at 2 p.m. From our student services team, who are going to be talking about applications and accepting offers. So if you've got stuff directly related to that, please do tune into that session as well. We've got a couple of questions coming in from people now, so let's just kick off with some of those. Tracy Ackroyd has sent in a question. She's wondering whether there's any news on people's NVQs. She took hers before lockdown. Is that something any of you guys feel confident answering?
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks for your question there. I think what you'll need to do is get in contact with your tutor, and they should be able to give you up-to-date advice about what's happening with the NVQs that you've taken. Obviously, there is the exams department as well, but I think my first port of call would be the tutor for advice. Hope that helps, Tracy.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa. As we said at the beginning, this session is dedicated to the careers team. I appreciate there's a lot of questions about courses and general information about the college. I would direct people to the website if possible. We have a section on coronavirus FAQs, which is regularly updated and reviewed. So please keep your eye on that as well, and also maybe bring some questions to the session this afternoon at 2 p.m. On a similar kind of note, we've got a question from Nicole, who wants to know if you have to go into college at the moment, or if the course all run online at the moment. Does anyone have a definitive answer on that?
I can try. Yep. Okay, so at the moment, I think you all know that the college is closed. So the physical building is actually closed, so you can't actually go in. When the courses start again, which is going to be September. Again, we're waiting for government sort of guidance on that. So if and when we do open, we will let you know. I think it's the best to sort of go onto our website, and we've got guidance on obviously Leicester College and COVID-19 and when and if we do open. I think if you obviously look at the news and you'll kind of get a gist of when colleges do open. You'll know when Leicester College does open, and then you'll know whether we are doing things online in terms of the courses running online. I hope that's answered it.
Yeah, I think that's helpful stuff for us. As I've said so far, please do sort of direct general questions. I appreciate it's a difficult time to know about what's happening with the college. Please direct those questions to our student services team, or look on the website under coronavirus FAQs. We'll do our best to kind of generally address concerns around that. But yeah, this is mainly for careers related questions where possible. So we'll keep going through some of the questions that we get regularly, because that might be helpful for people who are watching. We have actually, sorry, we've just got another question come in, so I'll just go to that one first. So question here saying, I'm hopefully starting a catering course with the college. What do you think the opportunities in the future will be for jobs considering COVID-19? Okay, interesting question. Anyone want to give us a bit of input on that?
Yeah, I can try and answer that, Nick. Thank you very much for your question. It's a really, really good question as well. I mean, obviously, there are some industries that have been affected by COVID-19, unfortunately. I think hospitality is one of them, just generally because a lot of people tend to go into restaurants and places to eat. But first of all, it's great that you've been offered a place on a catering course at the college. Well done. You will love it, because we've got industry standard equipment that you'll get all of your practice on and in the kitchens. The economy will recover, and hospitality will recover as well. I know that some places to eat will start reopening gradually when they've been given the go ahead by the government. So it's going to be a let's wait and see, but I think it's going to be a very gradual process. It's not going to happen immediately. But we're a social society. We want to go out and meet people. We want to go out and eat. We want to socialise. That's part of our nature. So it will get there. Now, if you are interested, if you go along to the Leicester College website, there is a tool there called the Careerometer, which will give you some information about, for example, salaries attached to jobs in catering. So if you type in a job role like a chef, then you can get some information on things like, salary and working hours. Also, if you go along to the iCould website and type in a job role of a chef, it will give you some data. It's often referred to as LMI, which is called labour market information, and it will show you the potential likelihood of the growth in jobs, if there is going to be an actual growth. So you can tell from there, eventually if there will be a growth. But I'm fairly confident that particular field will recover. As I said, just because we enjoy going out and meeting people and socialise. But as I said, it will take time. So yeah, well done on getting your course. Do look forward to it as well and enjoy it. But I hope that's answered your question.
Yeah, cool. Thanks to everyone who's sending in questions. Really appreciate it. Please do keep sending in anything you want to know from the careers team. We've got another question from Tracy. I'm not sure whether this is going to be something you can answer. She's asking about City and Guild level 3. Are they going to be getting results in September? I suppose that's more kind of exam related, I guess. Yeah. I think we'll probably have to say go to the website, to the Leicester College website, and look at our general information on exams at the moment. And I think there'll be contact details for specific course areas, but also general information about results. So I think that's probably the best place for that. The next question we've got is about apprenticeships and finance, actually. So we've got a question coming from Miles Matlock saying he signed up for an apprenticeship. He's 19 years old. He's at Leicester College. He wants to know if he'd need to pay for the course as he's over 18.
I can take that one, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Miles. Thanks for your question. If you're saying that you signed up for an apprenticeship, then with an apprenticeship, you don't have to pay at all, because obviously the employer is kind of linked up with a training provider to offer that apprenticeship. And as part of obviously an apprenticeship, it's that kind of working, earning and learning. So actually you're going to be getting paid for that position, that apprenticeship position. So just to kind of clear that first question up, I'm not sure whether this question is kind of twofold, that if you're obviously going to be doing another full-time course at college from September, and obviously you're now 19, whether you'd have to pay. Again, that obviously we can't answer that for you right here, right now, because it would depend on your individual circumstances, Miles. But again, best place to ask that is our welfare team. I believe they're doing a live stream this afternoon at 2 o'clock, and hopefully they'll be able to answer your question. But because it's an individual situation, it might be better to try and email welfare about any funding or finance queries about whether you have to pay for a course or not. So I believe that's just welfare@leicestercollege.ac.uk. But just to be clear, for an apprenticeship, if you've secured apprenticeship vacancy, you will not have to pay, because you will be getting paid for that position. Hope that helps, Miles.
Yeah, thanks for that, Katie. Yeah, hopefully that is helpful, Miles, and hopefully it's good news to you that you won't have to pay for your apprenticeship. Yeah, please do also check out the live stream at 2 p.m. because that might be useful for you. And as Katie said, you can contact the welfare team directly about that stuff. But there's some funding options available depending on your circumstances. So yeah, definitely worth checking that out. We're gonna please keep the questions coming in, but we're going to continue to go through some questions that we've received a lot over the previous weeks, just to help kind of address a lot of the conversations that are going on out there. So just let me see, what question should we bring up? Okay, so this question here around GCSEs. Will Leicester College consider me for a course based on my GCSE grade, which have been calculated by a teacher at school? How would we address that one?
Yeah, I can take that question. Absolutely, Leicester College will consider you for a course based on your calculated GCSE grades. This year is no different with regard to the importance of your GCSE grades. So your GCSE grades this year are going to be just as important as they were the year before for students getting them, as they were the year before that as well. Obviously, all of our courses have entry requirements, so we require the GCSE grades to be at the appropriate grade for that particular course. Obviously, if they aren't, then you can be considered for another course. But your GCSEs, even if they have been calculated, they hold just as much importance and just as much value this year as any other year. So absolutely, please don't worry. We will consider them and we will accept them too.
Thank you, Sonia. We've just got another question come in. Again, I don't think it's careers related, but I'll bring it up so we can just address this question. So thanks for your question, Daniela. She wants to know if she can start her course level 3 in childcare. Basically, we are still accepting people to the college, so I would encourage you to still apply for courses that you're interested in. For further information, basically look on the website under the FAQs, because we are obviously getting a lot of questions around this at the moment. Hopefully that will address how this might look in terms of applying for courses at the moment, and you can kind of make a more informed decision. But in short, yes, you will be able to start your courses, but there might be slight differences with how they operate at the moment. So please do check the website, and Lisa may have something to add.
Yeah, thank you there. Okay, Daniela, yeah, just obviously if you've been offered a place on the course, then you will need to accept it. Okay, so way to go about that is to go online onto the Leicester College website, and under Enroll 2020, if you click on that, then it will take you to accepting your place. And if you'll get a 6-digit code, I believe, at the top of your acceptance letter. You put that code in, you need to put your date of birth in, and then you click accept, and that should take care of that. If you get stuck, if you've got any questions, then do email the info@leicestercollege.ac.uk for advice, and they'll be able to help you. Okay, but as Nick said, hopefully, yeah, you should be starting your course in September. Okay.
Sorry, that was followed up with another kind of comment from Daniela, but I didn't mean to click that there. Yeah, she's mentioned that she's got a place, but she's worried that she's not going to get funding support. Daniela, as I said to Miles earlier, I'd recommend tuning in on later today at 2 p.m. because we've got someone from our finance team who will be talking through funding options. So that might be helpful for you. We've also got a couple of other sessions coming up in the coming weeks about specific funding and how to go through the application process and stuff. So I think that might be really useful for you. I would say please don't worry, because there is a lot of support available, and that's still ongoing at the moment. It's not been affected. So yeah, please do just try and get as much information as you can, and contact our welfare team who are really helpful around that. Got another question from Ollie. This is more of a kind of curriculum based question. What grades would he need at GCSE to get into electrical installation course level 2? I don't know if anyone knows that off the top of their heads. Yep, Safras.
Ollie, that's a really good question, and that's something obviously you need to take into account, so thank you for asking it. The first thing I will say that all our courses and course information entry requirements are actually on the college website. So if you go into subjects and then find the course that you want to do under construction, it will say entry requirements. Now, I believe that for the electrical installation course at level 2, you need English and maths at level 3, so grade 3. And I think that's what they are asking for. They're not asking for anything other than that. Obviously, additional GCSEs would be fantastic, but you know, those are the 2 that they've specified in there. So that's just on top of my head. Now, what I would do if I was you, obviously after this, quickly go onto the Leicester College website. In fact, you could Google it. You know, Leicester College electrical installation course level 2. I should take you straight there and just check out what I've just said. But literally, it is the English and the maths at grade 3. Okay, hope that helps.
Yeah, thank you, Safraz, and thanks everyone who sent in a question so far. Hopefully you're finding this useful. Please do keep checking out the other resources that we've directed you to. The website's a really useful one, and as Safraz mentioned, you can search subject areas and courses, and there's information in the text about what qualifications you'll need to apply. So yeah, please do check that out for further details. Got another question come in from Isaac, and this is probably quite a useful one, and one that should come easily, hopefully, to you guys. Will the college help with finding jobs in the future? Yeah, Lisa?
Yeah. Okay, Isaac, thank you for your question. That's great. Okay, so yes, the college certainly offers a great wealth of support. You know, we pride ourselves in ensuring that you're ready for employment after your course. So within the curriculum, so within your dedicated area, you'll have a learning coach, and they're there to help you in terms of developing your employability skills and preparing you for the world of work. You do get work experience as part of the course as well, which is really, really useful, important, and great for your CV. Obviously, you've met us today, so you've got the careers team, and we're based across all 3 campuses. So we're there, full-time, Monday to Friday, to provide that support to help you, whether that be, developing a CV, looking for a part-time job, just to increase your skills and confidence and things like that. So basically within the curriculum, so within your subject area, specialism, but also our support services as well within the college, we're all here to really help you and get you on the road to employment. So I hope that helped, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
Can I just
yes,
add? Yeah, I just want to add to that. Isaac, and anyone that's listening, Leicester College, I think it's. I mean, I'm going to say, I think we're the only college that produces its own guides to employment. So we've got free downloadable guides called Student Guides to Employment, and there's 3 of them. There's one for CV writing, interview techniques, and researching and applying for jobs. And literally, you could download them now. In fact, you could just put the Student Guide to Employment Leicester College, and the guides come as PDFs, and they're really useful. They've been written for students, and they've got lots of examples of CVs, but interview questions, and so on. So that's one thing. And the other thing that you will get, we have a website dedicated to part-time jobs and any kind of jobs that come into students, called the Part-Time Job Board, which is on Moodle, which you'll kind of know of when you get to the college. But you can access that at home. You can get access to vacancies and information. And we also, really kind of pride ourselves on taking students to like job fairs and recruitment fairs, and any job that comes our way, we'll share it with you as well. So hope that's really useful. So yeah, so make use of what's available. You can download a lot of the stuff now if you want.
Yeah, thanks for that, Safraz. And I would add as well, obviously the careers team have been doing these sessions every week, so there should be hopefully some useful resources that you can find as a result of the presentations the careers team have done. You can access these on our YouTube channel or Facebook page, which will be how you're currently watching this now, but they're all archived on our page. Some really interesting topics covered as well, so please do check them out. They could be really useful for you. We've got a few more general questions coming in that aren't quite kind of relevant for the careers team, but I just want to acknowledge that we have seen your questions. If you've got questions about enrolling and when the college is reopening, please do go to the Leicester College website. On the homepage, you'll find FAQs right at the top, and they answer a lot of those commonly asked questions around college reopening, enrolment. There's also going to be a session on applications and accepting offers later this afternoon at 2 p.m. So please do tune into that as well if you've got more specific questions. Another question, which I suppose could be slightly amusing to answer, is Adam Culverhouse has asked, is there anywhere to park a motorcycle at Abbey Park campus? As far as I know, there is. I don't know if, okay, it seems like that's the general consensus. Yeah.
I'd just say that parking is mainly, there is no kind of student parking for cars or motorbikes. So it is kind of the car parks, obviously at all campuses, but obviously Abbey Park campus, where Adam's looking to come to study. As I said, they're not student car parks. So I just wanted to add that, Adam.
Yeah, thank you. Multitasking today on the questions that we're doing, but yeah, we've got a question again from Isaac come in, and he wants to know, what support does a college offer people with dyslexia and ADHD?
I don't mind. I can try and take that. Yeah, so thanks again, Isaac, for your question. Obviously a really important one. So we do have an additional support team that obviously it's really important that you, if you're applying to us or you have applied to us, that on your application form, you ensure that you tick that box that says if you need any support while studying with us at Leicester College. Hopefully you've done that. If not, don't worry. You can just email the general kind of info email address at Leicester College, so we can pick that up. But basically, yes, absolutely, we support students with additional needs, additional learning needs, whatever they may be. It's just that we need to make sure we know about them in the first place. And if you have put that on your application form, then that gets flagged up with our additional support team, and they will then be in contact with you to discuss actually what individual support that you might need to ensure you're successful in your studies when you're on your course. So I hope that helps to answer that question a little bit, Isaac.
Thank you, Katie, and thanks to everyone who's been sending in questions. Really appreciate it. Please do keep them coming in. We're now on the last 5 minutes to stream, so get them in soon if you'd like them to be answered today. And please remember as well, the careers team are all currently working, so you can still contact them through the contact details on our website. So I would encourage you to do so, and also just check out the other broadcasts that we've had over the previous weeks. One area that I know the team's covered last week and is probably quite an important area for people at the moment is obviously developing job prospects and CVs and things like that. So one of the kind of common questions that we're getting is, how do I develop a CV? So does anyone want to kind of kick us off with that?
I will. Okay. All right, great. Thanks, Nick. Okay, so developing a CV. Yeah, as Safraz mentioned a little earlier, we do have a range of employability guides. Okay, so we've got a developing your CV guide that the college careers team have written. It's available on the Leicester College website. So if you just go on there and just put in developing a CV, it will come up the link. We not only have we got developing your CV, we've got searching for employment. There's a range of resources there, basically, interview preparation and support for young people with special educational needs as well. So if you want to download that, that's great. If you have an existing CV and you would like to send it to the Leicester College careers team, they would be more than happy to take a look at it and give you hopefully our expert advice on how you can really make it work for you. Okay, so developing your CV, download the booklet, but do get in contact with us. We won't write the CV for you, but we will provide you with our advice. Okay.
Thanks for that, Lisa. I would really encourage people to do that as well, actually, because it's something that, you know, I've done in the past, and no matter how, you know, sort of well you think you know CV writing, it is always really useful to have professional opinion and people looking at it to give you, you know, tips that you might not have previously known about or thought of. So yeah, so that's a really good thing to do. We've got another question from Tracy. Again, this is slightly more kind of specific to courses. She wants to know about the Leicester City Council painting and decorating course. I would say probably using the website as a resource for this is best. Yeah, Sonia might be able to help.
Hi Tracy, yeah, thank you for your question. Leicester City Council is a great resource, especially for their painting and decorating apprenticeships. I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but absolutely. I mean, I meet lots of students who are interested in trying to get onto their apprenticeship programme. The easiest way to do it is, as Nick mentioned, by the Leicester City Council website. Bear in mind that just because of the COVID-19 pandemic, there might be fewer apprenticeship vacancies around at present, but it doesn't mean that it will always be that way. But the website is a really good starting point. If they haven't got them advertised as well, it might be worth just sending them an email and just asking when they will be advertised. So that's a really good starting point. Do give it a try, Tracy. I hope that's answered your question.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, and thanks to everyone who's sending in the questions. It's good to know that we can be of assistance during these times, and yeah, please do make use of our team, because they are really helpful with a lot of this stuff. So yeah, thank you for tuning in and checking it out. We've not got long left, so out of the questions that we normally get asked, I think probably quite a good one that I've got here to round things off would be, how do I speak to a careers advisor at the college? I think this is obviously really important.
Yeah, I'll take that one, Nick. Thank you. So hopefully, as you kind of, you've seen us quite a bit now, hopefully, on these live streams. And as Nick said, you know, we are still working remotely from our homes, and it's really important that you guys know that you can get in touch with us Monday to Friday, working normal hours. So just obviously get onto the Leicester College website. Under kind of career support, you'll be able to see exactly how you get in contact with us. But mainly you can still talk to us over the phone. You can send us an email directly to our careers advisors at leicestercollege.ac.uk email address. And yeah, absolutely, just please, any questions you've got, keep them coming in, and one of the team will get back to you to answer that question, hopefully. So yeah, keep that communication going with us. Hope that helps.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I think that's probably going to have to be it for today. I mean, I'd like to just open it up to whether you guys have anything you want to round up with. Safwat?
I was just thinking, because I was putting myself in obviously the audience's shoes, and I was just thinking, well, what would be useful obviously for everyone listening? And I was just thinking some of the resources that we've actually put on our website. So I'll just kind of talk through a little bit about that. Obviously, on the Leicester College website, under the career service. So if you go onto the Leicester College website under career service, go just scroll a little bit down there. We've got a section called career resources. Now that's fantastic, because we've actually kind of really put all the resources that we feel that would be useful for you. For example, they've got Barclays Life Skills, which is all about employability. You've got I Could, which is fantastic for kind of labour market information. They've got a buzz test on there. You've got the National Careers Service, explore job profiles. So the list could go on and on. So again, please, after this live stream, go and check it out. There's lots of good stuff out there, including Career Pilot, which we did mention earlier on in the live streams quite a bit. So you can actually go onto that and do some research. But yeah, a lot of the information is out there, and that's one of the things that you can do while we're all under lockdown is, kind of do some research and use some of the resources that are available.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good point, Safraz. There's loads of really useful resources on our website through the careers section. So please do check that out. And if you do find that you've got questions after the session, like I said, please get in touch with the careers team. And also just check out some of the other sessions that we've got. I think a lot of them will answer questions that you may have already had in your head. So yeah, please do check them out. Has anyone got anything else that they'd like to add before we kind of wrap it up? Okay. All right. Well, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's kind of interacted with the live stream today. Hopefully it's been useful for you, and please do continue to check these out. We're going to be running these sessions throughout the rest of June, July and August, so please keep an eye out for more details. It'll be every Tuesday, and we'll be covering things like enrolment, things like careers guidance, and stuff on results days as well. So hopefully it'll be timely and useful for you. Thanks again to everyone at the careers team for joining me today, and we'll see you later today, 2 p.m, to hear from our welfare teams and student services. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.